2024. We're in the first round of the playoffs. We got some great players here for you. V2 Nitro against ironrusty. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm here with Jestro on tracking, the Bestro, and we have JXP Adam as our co-host. Adam, thank you for being here today. How are you?
Hey, Salty, I'm doing great, and thank you for being here today, because otherwise chat would be stuck just listening to me ramble on and on aimlessly. I appreciate you being here to keep me on target talking about Super Metroid and the exciting settings we're going to have tonight, which we aren't going to know until we get into the action.
That's what I'm really good at. Everyone in the world says Salty is the one that stays on topic. So I'm happy to help you.
And
but yes, we do have
appreciated.
We do have a lot of awesome things that are going to happen. We're not going to figure them out until kind of our runners do. But I know some stuff, not as much as others, and Adam knows some stuff. So as we get rolling, we'll let you know what's up. Right off the bat, we can tell you if we have starter charge or if we don't. A new feature that's been added, not the actual item, but the item logo of the pressure valve, which is a dash item. We won't be seeing that item, but if we get the gravity suit first and it has that heat reduction, that pressure valve icon will light up, so we know our gravity suit's doing some helpful things for us down in the heated areas.
Oh, that's good news to hear, Salty, because honestly, it takes a little bit to figure out, and sometimes you don't have enough health to really be hanging around. Double Moonfall, and here we go. It looks like we just have a regular charge beam tonight, so the runners are gonna have to find charge or a whole ton of ammo, and we know the mode is not full countdown.
Yep. So we're going to be running into Major Minor or Chozo. And it's looking Major Minory right there. We get
It's
an
gotta
answer
be
right
Major
off the bat.
Minor. So, all right, man. The mysteries of this seed are almost solved. If you can just tell us what the bosses are going to be and what the map is going to be, we're set.
Absolutely. So in the map we'll have Meridia, Brinstar, Norfair, and Rexship, and there'll be 4 bosses. Boom, nailed it.
I am so glad they got rid of Torian.
Yeah, there won't be any
likes
Mother
that
Brain
place.
tonight. No Mother Brain. You have to write a letter to your mom telling her how much you appreciate her after you kill the 4 bosses, and then you win.
Alrighty, we do have a morph ball in the ceiling and some missiles at beta missiles, I guess we would call those.
Yeah, so those beta missiles are vanilla. So far, the only vanilla thing so far. But Rusty and Nitro,
What?
2
Alpha
really
missiles
good
are
players.
vanilla, and
Ooh,
honestly,
double,
I think I've seen Screw Attack on that morph pedestal a couple of times, but that's definitely not vanilla.
Yeah, it'd be nice if Screw Attack was down here in the ceiling all the time. Well, maybe not all the time, but it's fun.
It's a very good quality of life item, and in fact, I think that almost puts it does put a gauntlet play possible. I don't know if it's in logic. I think you might still need 2, or not 2, but 1 more E-tank to put it in logic, but I could be wrong about that.
Oh, beautiful reverse pitless by Nitro there. And Rusty, almost had it there.
And we get some super missiles under old Mother Brain.
And looks like Rusty will be finding those as well. So now we're just on a powerbomb hunt. But with the Screw Attack, we can decide to go to the left without finding explosives down Terminator. So that's good news.
Yep, and we've got Tracy in chat who's saying that Gauntlet is in logic with just Screw Attack, and thank you for that, Tracy. It's hard to keep all of the logic in mind, not so much for a single tournament, but if you're watching or participating in a bunch of tournaments, it can get a little fuzzy.
Yeah, and fuzzy's really only good if it's a nice warm blanket on a winter day. Otherwise, it's kind of discombobulating. But we're going to go check out BT now.
Yeah, we're going to see BT. Will we have a BT fight? It's possible.
And it happens.
Oh boy! Look at that, chat.
Extra boss. Let's do it.
an extra boss, but we have super missiles, so I've got bad news for BT.
Yeah, we're trolling BT this seed. It's like, hey, buddy, I got these really powerful missiles, and good night.
And that's it. Thank you for standing up, and we'll see you next seed. Maybe.
See you next mission, BT. See you next mission. GG's. Rusty, give him a GG's. There we go.
Oh, perfect. There he is. As we got Nitro pulling off Alcatraz with ease. One of the early tricks of the game. And what's Terminator going to have in store for us today?
Vanilla. Vanilla milkshake tank. Which is good. We don't have any E right now, so I like it.
I'm good with the energy. We do know also that for this tournament, suit restrictions are on, so we will not be finding a suit in this seed, and we don't have area randomization. It's a vanilla map.
Well, now I know what's coming up.
This is going to be Brinstar.
The
you
green
can tell
one or
because
the red
it says
one?
GB up there in the top.
Oh, I thought that meant Great Britain.
But easily, okay. Brinstar and Great Britain are really close together because there's all this green and weeds, but no, it's just green Brinstar.
All right, fair enough. And there's our power bombs. Cool, so no giant search for those bad boys.
All right, and a wave beam here at Brinstar Reserve. And more power bombs.
So this seed, well, a lot of power bombs in this ring. 3 out of 5 items so far.
So basically, yeah, Bryn Reserve says, here you go. Here's all the power bombs you need to beat the game if you don't find Ice Beam.
Yeah, so the biggest question we're going to ask this seed is, where's Charge? Is it going to show up for us? Who's going to find it first? Is it going to be in a weird place? Is it going to be in a nice place? 4 out of 5 power bombs in one room. Oh my goodness.
Oops, all power bombs right there, because that other item couldn't be power bombs. It had to be a major because of our mode.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to go visit the Edicoons a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean we're going to go down here and get the major, and I don't think we're going to actually visit our friendly little critters.
Yeah, unless somebody trips, but I hope they don't, because I'm rooting for good Samus play, not Samus play.
That's fair. We have an E-Tank down at Edicoons, and we have Rusty picking up that 4th power bomb pack. Maybe has some Crystal Flash shenanigans on the mind. And a 2nd pack of supers here down at the Edicoons, so that's actually probably some of the best things we could have found.
And Edicoons being vanilla down here so far, Rusty got himself a super missile to check that miner behind the door, and will be happy that Rusty got that super for himself, because it will be more supers.
That is absolutely right. It was a heads-up play to recognize not having that super missile, because while it's only a minor item back here, it could be super missiles, and that's exactly what it is and what the doctor ordered.
Give Ridley 30 of these, and then don't call him ever again.
And hope that he just grabs you and explodes and doesn't swoop 1,000 times and do the mean thing.
Yeah, that silly tail. It's ridiculous. More supers for Nitro. That's
it's like that tail has a mind of its own.
I know, that's how they can make Kraid harder, make his left hand a Ridley tail. Just have that swatting around at you. You'll be Samus the Fly.
Yep. Oh boy, look at this. Nitro, one of the bosses of the game, remembering that we have the wave beam for the wave gate.
That's a tough boss to remember sometimes. Award with the X-ray.
Muscle memory is one of those things that's hard to overcome, and absolutely we have the X-ray beam. That is 1/3 of our microwave beam. And question in chat, no suits, right? So far, no suits. 4 packs of power bombs, already kind of overkill for a randomizer. Well, no, because now we've seen 5 packs of power bombs, and it can just keep going. I believe it's unusual because each miner location is placed based on the miner distribution. but it's not guaranteed that that distribution will be honored at the end of the generation of the seed. And somebody who knows more about it can confirm if I'm correct there or not.
Well, I guess that'll leave me out of it, because the distribution I haven't looked into. But at least so far it's been kind of close to even. I'm guessing this is probably a 2-1-1, because it's a little closer looking than a 3-2-1.
That would be my guess as well, given what we've seen. And another E-Tank was down here at the charge beam. We didn't call that out for Nitro, as Nitro is about to cross what they like to call the noob bridge, because it's here to catch the noobs, and falling through they do.
Yeah, Nitro was just too fast. I couldn't see what happened. But we're gonna get an early X-ray check. I like it.
Now that is spicy, given we do not have any of the logical access items. We don't have the grapple beam, we don't have space jump, and we don't have 6 E-Tanks and bombs. But we do have bombs, which is a little bit of a backup down here.
Yeah, the bombs make it actually a lot safer. But this is still really timed and really skilled to pull off. Oh, Nitro, I'm sorry.
I just got to get that bomb jump going. There we go. Now you just got to make sure the waiver doesn't mess you up. Dropping that power bomb in the middle, wiping out the waivers. Good job, Nitro.
What a heads-up play by Nitro there. That was sweet. Rusty saying no thank you to the X-ray here, so we'll get a little bit of item divergence on a vanilla map. We'll see which one pays off. Did Nitro lose time, or did we strike it rich? Ooh, just the E-Tank.
We got an E-Tank, so I'm going to say that's probably a time loss, another E-Tank at Spazer, but this is looking pretty much like we might be required to do a little bit of what they like to call heck running. And definitely a nice refill at the back of the X-ray for sure. Because we're going to take at least 3 hits getting out of here, I believe.
Yep, on an accidental 4th hit. But the waiver came in clutch there for Nitro, making it back out all pro style like. And Rusty is going to give us some boss knowledge first here, skipping that X-ray room. Who is hiding out at Craig's joint? Hopefully it's one of the first 2 bosses, otherwise we're going to have to say smell you later. Just like that Pokemon guy in the red and blue games.
Yeah, I think that you're absolutely correct there. We do not have the ammo to take on Ridley, but we do have, oddly enough energy for the craziest of runners, given proper ammo, to be able to take Ridley out.
Yeah, too bad Mini Kraid won't be in the Ridley room to keep respawning supers for us. Because we're a little light on those. No charge beam yet.
Yeah, Ridley absolutely not a boss we can take down at this juncture with the equipment we have.
Oh, Nitro decided, forget Kraid's place. I'm going to do Business Center because see Business Center, do Business Center.
Well, Business Center is 2 major items, and if one of those 2 items is a suit, gravity with heat reduction, or... Oh, we got Fantoon, and it's still Kraid's lair, so we have either shifted or surprised bosses.
I think this is good news for both players. This is a boss Rusty can take out, and if Nitro finds something sweet down here without going to that boss first, Nitro can recoup all that time at X-ray.
Yeah, the big thing that could have benefited Nitro here is if this was an unkillable boss. Like, say this was Dragon and the gravity suit happened to be down here in Business Center.
Alright, Ghosty. Oh, that was a rude swing path there.
That sounds correct for Fantoon. Rudeness, it's Fantoon Rude Spectral Entity. That's Fantoon's full name.
Well, I gotta say that Fantoon's parents were right on the money then.
You know,
Living up to the name.
They got it. Oh, missed the super but didn't need it. So Ghost is down for Rusty. Nitro, but all the E-tanks so far in Zebus and gets Spring Ball at the Ice Beam location.
Okay, well that spring ball pretty much seals the victory. If you all want to come back in about 45 minutes for game 2, we'll see you then. Unfortunately, there's no coming back from that.
Yeah, it doesn't seal the victory, but it definitely is one piece of the Suitless Meridia puzzle. With a vanilla map, Suitless Meridia is, I think, more likely.
Definitely on the table. Yeah, I think Chozo area rando, then Gravelous isn't a thing. But I think in this mode it absolutely can be.
Yeah, major minor it can be. What's Kraid's warehouse got for us tonight? The pantry.
It has frogs.
High jump.
Oh, and boots.
So there's another piece of that Suitless Meridia puzzle I was talking about. And yeah, Chozo, as Tracy is saying, Chozo vanilla map will never have Suitless.
Okay, so Chozo is no Suitless and major minor can be. Sweet, sweet. Keep sending the info.
That's what that vanilla ice cream is. Sweet, sweet, delicious cold ice cream.
Alright, Nitro deciding it's time for Kraidland.
Yep,
gonna go kill his ghost.
Little switcheroo. I think we might see Rusty head over to Bubble Mountain after getting done here in Business Center.
And since there haven't been suits yet, I think Nitro getting that extra E-tank to do these hell runs over in Norfair is going to be a little helpful.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, the item at Cathedral will just be a minor item, so not going to be necessarily anything important. It takes 6 E-tanks to put that item in Logic, but only 4 to put the run from Business Center over to Bubble Mountain in Logic.
And that's good news for Rusty finding the 5th E-tank there to give a little bit of a comfortable cushion to get through. Because no matter how good you are, sometimes in the race, little misclick, misstep, and then it's all sadness. So it's always nice to have one extra E-tank, just in case.
That was a good Doppler by Nitro.
It certainly was. Phantoon's already super orangey. So we do have Crystal Flash ammo and a little extra energy. So I like it.
Yep, we do have Rusty heading up to the Ice Beam location, does collect that Spring Ball, as Nitro busts our Spectral Entity Ghost friend, with friend in big quotation marks.
With a sarcastic meme face right next to it.
Problem?
Solution.
Exactly.
Now I'll say a word and you say the first word that comes to mind.
Uh-oh. That could be trouble, as Iron Rusty is doing that run to Bubble Mountain.
Okay, I won't then. No, I will. Iron.
Oh, Rusty.
Perfect.
Done.
We nailed it.
And we do peek the Cathedral item. It is just a missile pack tonight.
Well, we won't be back for that. Rusty setting up. Oh no! At least we had the save.
Yeah, we had the save. That was most unfortunate.
That shot from the Sea Dragon dude was not cool. And unfortunately, Rusty will have to live life without Spring Ball now. I don't know how he's going to overcome this tragedy. But it looks like...
by going back and getting Spring Ball.
Okay. Well, that's a way to overcome it.
So, I don't know who it was that said this, but I'm sure I've heard this from multiple people now. There are 2 types of people people who have crystal flashed in the wrong place in Super Metroid, and people who just don't play Super Metroid.
I forgot who said that as well, but I can go through my DMs and find it. Or the chat log. I don't know which one it was, but it was a nice comment.
Nitro also having a little bit of trouble in Rising Tide, but does make it through to Bubble Mountain. Without that E-Tank that was at X-Ray, would be at very low energy right now.
Yeah, I'd be hearing all the beeps and boops coming from the Nitro game. He would be hurting and his ears would be hurting. Oh, beautiful right side Bubble Mountain.
Yeah, that's not something you see every day. I think it's a little easier with the high jump boots. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Uh-oh. Little misstep.
Yeah, Batcave did not go as planned.
Batcave can be a
And
cruel
Rusty
place
taking
sometimes.
the Crystal Flash here before entering Rising Tide. Good call.
If you're a Joker, the Batcave isn't good for you.
You know, that's fair.
Alright, Rusty gonna go down over here and check this item. We have found out it's missiles, and so is Rusty. And Rusty would like some. I guess a little faster than farming missiles.
It's probably even, but still, it gives you a higher count. And I think as one of the greatest commentators ever has put it, more ammo, more better. Shout outs to Hockey Downer.
And still no charge, so it does make a lot of sense. And there we go! Our magical orange on Nitro's side. Things are gonna be a lot nicer now.
And Rusty choosing to go over here. What a great spring ball jump that was.
That was
over
sweet.
Here at Norfair Reserve.
Now I totally get why Rusty went back for that spring ball. Because there's two types of Metroid runners. There's the Metroid runner that can use spring ball tech and make things look cool, and then there's me.
Oh, there's also me. I cannot make the only thing I do in Super Metroid is die a lot. But anyway, we have Nitro going over here to check the wave location. Rusty's going to take a save, and I anticipate head up to Batcave to farm up to go down and get that Varia suit at the speed booster location.
Yeah, and then we'll be pretty locked in. That ice beam for Rusty was a nice get. And a backup E-Tank.
Another E-Tank. That's nice to find. That's a full refill. And as has been pointed out in chat, Lower Norfair is now in logic with that Varia suit and the high jump boots.
Oh, so close. That was literally Rusty. Half a second away from picking up that health. Moment of silence for our dear friend Rusty. Although that's good when he gets mad,
that's over now. We
better.
did have a save, so not the worst thing that could have happened, but definitely a small time loss.
Rusty's about to break out of the suit and turn green and be like, "It's ironing time," and then start playing awesome. It'll be fine.
Yeah, with this farm up here, you want to, using missiles. The ice beam's going to slow up the farm. I like the bomb farm. Nitro getting the ice beam over here at Norfair Reserve.
And Rusty's ready for a Crystal Flash and will soon be pretty much locked in with Nitro.
Yes, we'll be quite happy to receive this Varia suit down here. Definitely might have wanted to have done this first, but really with the Bubble Mountain checks, it's kind of dealer's choice as to which way you're going to do them.
And happiness revealed. There we go.
All right, and we do have Nitro heading right down to Lore Norfair. Gonna go visit Ridley's lair and see if Ridley is home or if Ridley happened to get his lair rented out in this tough rental market.
And I don't know if we have a sponsor for rentals on SpeedGaming, so we'll just say no for now. Ridley will be home. And here's the high jump lava dive, beautifully done by Nitro. That's good news for both the runners. I mean, I know they can both pull off bootless lava dive, but having those boots just makes life so much nicer.
Rusty doing a quick little farm, juking me out. I thought Rusty was gonna go check my good friend Croc.
And now I want bacon pancakes because chat's talking about them.
You know, if you make your bacon ahead of time, you can cut it up so you have like bacon crumble and you can just mix it right into the pancake batter.
That sounds pretty good too. And the green gate glitch.
And we're gonna go check GT, not Ganon's tower, but Golden Chorizo. We're gonna just pickpocket the screw attack item.
He'll never see us coming. And that's a good
Oh
pickpocket.
my goodness. Fishing Boo, look what you did.
Oh my word. We got them bacon pancakes, y'all. Now everything's going to be nice and groovy. Here's
All
that
the
spring ball
suits
jump.
you could want. Yeah, good spring ball jump from Nitro, and we'll see if Rusty follows suit and checks GT. If Rusty decides to skip GT, I think we're in trouble if we're Rusty fans in the chat.
Yes, indeedy. So now what we really need is just that charge beam, or we want to be conscientious. I can't say that word right now. We want to be aware of miners on the way towards other things to make sure our ammo's good and ready. Conscientious. There we go. I nailed it.
Hey, you got it first try as far as I'm concerned.
Rusty over here, farming the bugs.
And as we were talking about being conscientious of minor items, we see Nitro coming over here to the generic mouse missiles and finding a pack of supers for his trouble.
AMM just stands for another missile-y missile. So it's a missile-like missile. It works.
Yeah, based on that play, I agree with Tracy in chat that Nitro appears to be all in on just checking every miner along the way. And if we come across charge, great, but we're planning on not finding charge.
Yeah, so the only way we pick up charge now is behind a boss. Or that might be about it at this point. Rusty might find it because of no gravity yet.
Yeah, you got behind a boss. The other place would be Botwoon Hallway, I think, is about it for the on-path stuff.
Maybe fire fleas? Maybe?
I could see taking the time to check fire fleas. You're still kind of low. Even in Nitro's position, you're still relatively low on the amount of ammo you need. So we'll see Rusty doing more spring ball strats. That's the awesomeness and great power of spring ball. And we still don't have space jump. We don't have speed booster, or I guess as we should call it, the spood beaster.
Oh, what's that?
It's an item that's not going to be at Waterway or Wreck Ship Reserve.
Oh, okay. Sounds kind of neat.
Uh-oh, Rusty has skipped to GT. This is not the way.
Oh no, that's not good. I mean, I
So,
completely understand why you'd skip it, but
yeah, so now Rusty really needs to find grapple behind Ridley or at Firefleas.
and perhaps charge.
And yes, maybe finding charge looking for gravity somewhere, but all of the major checks that are remaining are they're starting to get pretty lousy for out of the way.
Beautiful job by Nitro taking out the Pelican. That was almost textbook right there. Really well manipulated, that Pelican.
That's right. And behind
There,
the Pelican
ooh,
is charge. Oh,
there it is.
that's some bad news for Rusty right there.
This means
Rusty.
Nitro. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, chat pointing out that Rusty probably feels behind from the couple of deaths, and honestly, I can understand that. All these plays are making sense. Even skipping, checking Power Bomb's a shame location.
Yeah, they're all completely reasonable from what happened, and now with Charge being behind Ridley, that's just really big for Nitro in this first game of the match.
Absolutely, and I can also understand passing that location and getting the major behind Ridley first and then checking it on the way out. I don't think it's too much of a difference time-wise.
And Nitro's Rusty's deaths were not all that bad with saves nearby, but the couple of them, lined up with minor time losses turned into kind of one major time loss.
Yeah, and that's one thing we didn't call out, that Ridley is actually, in fact, home here in Lore Norfair.
I actually said that as we were doing the lava dive.
Oh yeah, because nobody wants to ridden out a hot place like that with no air conditioning. I wouldn't want to do that.
Especially not in August. My goodness.
So Nitro did skip Firefleas. The best item that Rusty could find there would probably be the speed booster, I think, for remaining time save, with space jump being a close second. Plasma would also be helpful, but not as helpful.
Yeah, Meridia is going to be quite a chore for Rusty. This will probably force Rusty to check Mama Turtle for gravity, because I think that's one of the places gravity can be in Meridia. And it's not going to be there.
Gravity can be at Mama Turtle. Depending on your items, gravity could be at Shack Tool or behind Bot Wound, I believe.
And those checks is just could spell more sadness on this particular seed.
So, question from... Oh, Grav cannot be at Shack. Aw. I thought it could. I am wrong as usual, but that's okay. I would rather put out good information and correct myself and say I am incorrect. So, sorry, chat. No gravity at Shack Tool. At least in these flags, there's probably some crazy tournaments where that's allowed, but not this one. And a question in chat, would Plasma help a lot during the Mother Brain flight, or is it only a minor gain? Plasma, in theory, it would help with MB2, and it could make stand-up of MB3 a thing, so you could reduce MB3 to 1 or 2 hyper beam shots if you do it optimally. But again, I don't think that's enough to make up not having gravity and being in Rusty's position, still fighting Ridley as Nitro is into Meridia.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, nice spring ball catch there, though, by Rusty to finish off Ridley. But with Rusty having to go suitless Meridia, Plasma's really nice, but it's not going to make up the difference here.
So one thing we didn't call out with that, Rusty took no damage from Ridley. He was full energy and all ammo drops.
Which is super impressive. To not take a single hit from Ridley. That's high quality stuff right there.
And you do need 7 tanks for stand-up, so Rusty would have to pick up another E-tank.
And like Adam was saying earlier, Rusty really hasn't done anything wrong this seed. Just with those, I think there was 2 really quick deaths, but that made Rusty feel behind. So the plays to skip makes sense.
I think the death in Business Center where Rusty had to go back to collect Spring Ball was the bigger of the time losses and definitely led to feeling behind. The one in Bubble Mountain, I don't know if you play super risky off of that. Yes, it's like a 30 to 45 second time loss, but it's not like a, okay, now I definitely have to catch something way out of the way to win.
Yeah, mean old GT hiding our gravity suit. Or our magical bacon pancakes, whatever you'd like to call them.
Well, down here in Lore Norfair, they certainly are catching fire.
That means that bacon's nice and crispy and yummy.
Yep, alright, Nitro through Bot Wound, and it is a reserve tank.
The cheaper version of energy drinks, but still useful if you're very, very sleepy. Oh, there it is.
And there is the speed booster. So
Adam called that one.
Yeah, Rusty getting one of those items, but Rusty still, we gotta hope that on the way out decides to, I don't know, go back for GT? Reverse acid dive, maybe? Ouch.
Yeah, that's a really long check now. And only 4 supers to get that triple G.
Question in chat, why is Dragon tagged and not Ridley? The bosses are lit up until they're defeated on this tracker. So once the boss has been defeated, the boss for the area is defeated, that boss on the tracker will be taken down. So for instance, we took down Fantoon in Kraid's area, but Fantoon was the boss of Kraid's area, so we marked Kraid on the tracker.
Yes, indeedy. And another Fantoon, we get a little bit of surprise Reno here.
Oh.
Double Fantoon. A Kraid Fantoon and a Dragon Fantoon.
Well, that's not as surprising as a Ridley would have been.
That's still surprising enough. We don't get a whole lot of surprise seeds, so this is kind of cool. And Nitro's taking care of business again. Already has an orange ghost. Fantoon's the best fight in the game because it's terrible. And it decides each time when to open its eye at 1/6 or 12 seconds, and you can't do anything about it.
Fantoon is the RNG boss of Super Metroid.
But Nitro saying, Fantoon, I told you to sit down. Once, okay? This is your second warning. If you come back a third time, I'm going to erase you from the game. I think Nitro has the powers to do that.
So now the question is, I think that means an E-Tank might get eliminated from the game because having 2 Fantoons means we have one less major location in the game, actually.
Yeah, so there's a thing, if we have 0 Fantoons, it adds an E-Tank. But if we have 2 Fantoons, then it's 1 less E-Tank, I believe. Oh my goodness, I was right. Tracy just said yes. Sweet. So we're either playing with 13 E-Tanks or 15, I believe, if surprise happens. 14 and other random seeds.
Well, we could even be down as low as 12 because, or 11. There are, surprise, you could get 4 Fantoons, right?
Yeah, that's true. So I think it could bring us down to 12 if we get all 4. Because just one Phantoon doesn't do anything. But
That is
0, 0, 2, 3, 4 do.
Chat pointing out Rusty not having fun right now. Rusty may very well enjoy Suitless Meridia, but this seed has definitely not been super fun for Rusty.
The good news for our Iron friend, though, is this is a best out of 3 match. So we'll be getting another chance directly after this game to come back and tie up the score.
That's absolutely right. And this is not a done deal. If Nitro decides not to take any saves and Mother Brain shenanigans happen.
Also true. And with no grapple, Rusty's going to have to do an ice crab climb, which is such a pain in the butt. But I know he's good enough to do it. It's just way more annoying than the other options. There we go. Maybe that's low enough. Nice, Rusty. And then with the spring ball jump, and nails it.
Oh, that's just what you like to see right there.
That was not a fast strat, but that was beautifully done.
Yeah,
and
Nitro
so
is...
nice.
We didn't call this out, but Nitro is using Forgotten Highway. Not faster, but maybe he's going to check the wreck ship E-tank back here. That's the only reason I can think of for going this way, because Forgotten Highway is definitely not faster. And you can't check that anyway, because the boss of the wreck ship is not dead.
Is what we got a shifted surprise. So yeah, I think I said the exact same thing last week. So
I was just trying to figure out why he was going Forgotten Highway in a vanilla map seed.
Oh,
maybe just
for funsies? I don't know.
Yeah, and now Rusty I think has to do a double spring ball jump here, which is very difficult. Oh no, that's slick. Not. Oh.
And it's Craig. Bye, Craig.
Hey, Craig. Now, will Craig's left hand be playing, what is it? Did they like to call him Matumbo or something like that?
Oh, the finger wag? When Matumbo blocks your shot? But no Matumbo from Craig this time. Mr. Craig is not going to prom and is actually just leaving the dance. Another E-tank.
And we get an E-tank, and Rusty continuing on into East Meridia now, I believe, unless it was already East Meridia, but I don't think it was. And we're going to probably take a save and probably do a spring ball snail climb. That's true. Dragon has taken a vacation from this seed.
Dragon took its 6 shrimp kids to the coast for the weekend. Might be back later. She works hard. She deserves a vacation.
I mean, 6 kids is a lot.
Yeah, it is. She should be proud of them, though, because they know how to spell out Kiko love in Japanese. I mean, that's pretty hard to do. Speak English and Japanese and be able to write it as well. They're talented kids.
Yeah, Dragon's on the beach in a bikini. There you go. There's some nightmare fuel for everyone. You're all welcome.
Oh, look, it's a giant nightmare shrimp with a little umbrella drink. This is weird.
All right, and we have Nitro making his way to Torian as Rusty is about to battle our favorite snack with the worst hitbox in the game, Botwoon.
I thought his name was Norwood. Yeah, Botwoon.
Oh, sorry. I always use his less formal name. Yeah, Norwood Botwoon Jr.
I thought his full name was Norwood Botwoon Hitbox. But either
Maybe
way,
that is it.
It is Dunsky.
And that is right. Bye-bye, Botwoon. Moving on. The nice thing here for Rusty, and Rusty doesn't know it, is we won't need to do an escape from Dragon's room. We will find Fantoon there. Though we still have to escape from Precious room, which will not be easy, but is only a double spring ball jump. And I say only like that's somehow an easy trick, which it is not.
Row. There we go. Nitro got him off.
Oh, and I've got DJ in chat reminding me that it's just singles, not doubles, so even easier, question mark? Well, definitely easier, but still not something I'm capable of doing.
And Metroid Room 4 has been completed. Nitro going to meet the baby, who's been with us since Metroid 2. They grow up so fast.
Yep. They get big too, especially if you feed them right. Like feeding them, side hoppers.
Be ready for your nom nom noms. There we go. Metroid going super nommy. Nom 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 nom. That was quick. Metroid, you're gonna get hiccups if you keep eating that fast. Okay, you gotta chew better. Don't want you to feel miserable.
And we got the baby skip. In the meantime, we're doing an ice Metroid climb, which was well executed by Rusty.
Man, I tell you what, I know this first seed didn't work out so well for Rusty, but the strats Rusty's pulling off in Meridia have been super clean and super fun to watch. Rusty is just showing this game who's boss. And our pal Nitro on the left over there was able to make the right decisions on this map and is turning out a very jet first seed win, and will most likely take a 1-0 lead going into match number 2, which will happen about 10 minutes after this one finishes.
Absolutely, and as is tradition with these best of 3 matches, there will be no interviews until after the last match is completed.
Yeah, so we'll have 2 for sure, and a third one if we get tied up 1-1. Because tradition.
And the tournament rules.
Oh yeah, and the rules. Not just tradition.
Rusty gonna take a save here. I 100% approve. Oh, gonna do a refill before the save. Even better.
Just in case it's a nightmare, like 4 Dragons in the same room. But it's just Fantoon, so not too bad.
Well, imagine having mixed bosses in this game. Instead of 4 Dragons, just having like Dragon and a Ridley.
And a Colt's there.
Or yeah,
Tharvis.
Fantoon and a Ridley. And what are we even talking about? And we see Ketchup on Nitro's side.
Ketchup means Mother Brain's almost done.
Yep, the Ketchup comes out at approximate when Mother Brain is down to 1/4 health, as Rusty is beginning the second Fantoon fight of the seed.
I thought Ketchup started coming out when Mother Brain lost 75% of her health.
Which would be when she has 1/4 of her health remaining, maybe?
Oh yeah, that's what we said. I'm just playing.
Well, I don't know. I could have said it completely wrong.
No, you
did.
did.
Say things
I'm being
backwards.
You said it right. You said it right.
No, we're not doing math. There is 0 math on this stream, DJ. No math. Sorry.
Well, we have Tracy here, and Tracy loves math, and I can do really good commentator math, so we can have a little bit.
Yep, and we see Nitro here at through MB2, so through the most dangerous part of the run. MB3 can still go crazy, but that is unlikely as Rusty has completed Fantoon.
Number 2.
Good job, Rusty.
So
And
just,
of course,
just a Craig left now.
yeah.
I don't think we'll see him because it's a long way back when your opponent's already in MB3. But
Yeah,
folks, this is far from over. We do have match number 2 coming up about 10 minutes after this one, and sorry for interrupting you, Adam.
No, that's quite all right. Absolutely. We will have match number 2 approximately 10 minutes after this one finishes.
Baby doing its best turtle defense maneuver. Like that Power Rangers episode where they have that turtle defense robot. I forget the name of it.
We see Rusty only needing single spring ball jumps, as was foretold by chat, who always more knowledgeable, getting to lock in that kill with a save and continue on to get out of Meridia. Nitro, Hyper Beam acquired, Baby dismissed from the seed, poor Baby, and just pummeling Mother Brain 3.
Yeah, it was that episode where Lord Zed was the bad guy, and they were trying to transfer the powers. And Lord Zed has this giant serpent machine that was stomping on the Rangers, but they got to hide in the turtle. Anyway, back to you, Sir Adam.
Okay, so I'm right here just watching Rusty continue to show us how to do suitless Meridia when you don't have the grapple beam, which again is not an easy task whatsoever. And we've got Nitro taking the scenic route through the escape because Speed Booster was not acquired.
And not at all. What Rusty's doing is super impressive. Nitro about to finish up with our last moonfall of the game. Going through this like a pro. And our buddy Rusty's getting out of Coliseum. Nice job, Rusty.
This is an absolute clinic on how to do suitless Meridia without grapple beam. Just
Absolutely.
100% the best way. And we're getting a left side wall climb from Nitro, again, because no speed booster.
And I forgot to mention earlier, folks, because we were having so much fun, but give these runners a follow. There's obviously, if you love Metroid, there's a lot you can learn from them. They're both good guys, and you can see they're very talented at this game. A lot of fun to watch. And get those GGs ready for our buddy Nitro coming in to the ship. Right, meow. 51-59 it looks like. Congratulations to Nitro for taking game 1.
That's right. Let's get our GGs in chat for Nitro. What an impressive game 1.
And super impressive Meridia showing by Rusty. Not finding that gravity, but really pulling off some difficult stuff and making it look like just another day at the office.
Absolutely. And as we can see by Rusty being in chat, Rusty did forfeit. However, still great showing. Let's get our GGs in chat for Iron Rusty. Game 1 runner-up. Down 1-0 to Nitro, but game 2 will be coming up in roughly 10 minutes or so.
So yeah, go grab some popcorn, maybe a ginger ale, and get ready to come back and Metroid with us. So for now,
absolutely.
For now, I'm the bird. I said a couple words, and we will see you all very shortly in about 10 minutes ish.
Yeah, the emphasis is definitely on the Orso. I'm not the bird. I did say a lot of words as well. And we will be seeing everyone soon, right here